Hey, what's up guys? This is Outlander, and in case you can't read the title screen that was on a couple seconds ago, this is Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, running the Palantir of Saruman. I'm going to be playing as Aragorn, my buddy's playing as Gandalf. We're doing a full clear, and using no cheat codes. I won't be commentating through the whole thing, I'm just going to tune in for key points, but for the most part I'll just let this video ride, and enjoy. The first few waves, pretty much, you just spam Swift Justice. It's A, and that's all you really need to do. Doing anything else is just kind of getting fancy. I mean, you can do other moves, but like I said, I'm playing as Aragorn, and really all you have to do is spam A, just spam Swift Justice, and it just mows everybody on down. My buddy who's playing as Gandalf, in the Palantir of Saruman, for some reason Aragorn, he can't one-hit with his weak arrow shot any of the archers. Gandalf, he can one-hit pretty much anything with his magical shot that he shoots out of his staff. It's the equivalent of an arrow. For some reason in the Palantir of Sauron, Aragorn can one-hit the archers, but in this, Gandalf is pretty much our powerhouse archer. And that pays off, as you'll see later on in the video. You definitely need somebody at least, either Gandalf or Legolas, who has a powerful bow to take down some of the bigger enemies. But I don't know why that is. That the archers in this Palantir, however, I call it Palantir. I don't know what the fuck how to really say it. The archers seem stronger in this one, even though it's way easier than the Sauron one. These waves here with the shield guys, this is pretty much why I roll with Aragorn when I'm doing these Palantirs, because his hold Y attack is just beast mode, and if you can pull it off a couple times, it shatters all their shields and just really knocks them around. So you can see here, I hold Y, wait for him to come, and just start breaking shields. My buddy will just kind of run behind me to make sure they all come to me, so I get the aggro, and then pretty much by the time I'm done, all their shields are broken, and then they're easy to mop up. Pay attention to what's about to happen here at the end of this round. This is something I wanted to point out to people. See how it looks like we've cleared everything, but it's not moving on to the next round? Sometimes, I don't know why, people will play dead. As you can see here, he's just laying there on the ground. He's not dead, but he's not getting back up. So what I did, I took out my bow and just kind of aim around and wait for that little dot that appears over an enemy, and that'll point out exactly where they're laying there. Instead of just, I mean, in the past when I didn't know that had happened, I would think, oh shit, the game just glitched out, and there's nothing you can do. You'd turn it off and start over, and then I just figured that out by mistake one time, just taking my bow out and seeing what the fuck was going on, and sure enough, there was somebody on the ground playing dead. I don't really know why they do that. I don't know what triggers it. I think it just kind of randomly happens. Maybe when they get knocked in the air, and I don't know. Who knows? Just keep an eye out for that if that happens, because I don't think this ever really glitches out legitimately. I've never really had a glitch on me. So if you're ever doing this and it's not going to the next round, just take out your bow and spin around, move around a little bit, and you'll find them. They're just playing dead. Like here, if you see us rushing the archers instead of shooting at them, or if you see me shooting the archers, I'm playing as Aragorn again. You may wonder why the hell we're doing that instead of just shooting them. It's because we're trying to save some of, especially Gandalf's arrows here. To the later rounds, you really want to save those. And also, sometimes the archers will drop health and arrows, so it's worth it to kind of rush them and kill them with your sword instead of shooting them. To hopefully get some of those drops, especially because I was kind of low there and I didn't want to. If we could avoid it, I didn't want to use our healths that we had that spawn at the beginning of each round. I'd rather use a health off one of the archers if they're going to drop it, and then we can save those other ones. Because the ones that off the bat don't disappear, but if an enemy drops it and it's on the ground, it will disappear after a certain amount of time, a few seconds. So that's why we rush the archers, and that's why Gandalf, even though as I pointed out earlier, he is way stronger with his bow than Aragorn, he doesn't shoot. We want to save his arrows for the end. Alright, here Gandalf burns his power up here. This is one of the harder waves. For some reason we were having trouble with this one, so we decided to have him burn his power move there. That's his LOTR. If you press LOTR at the same time, that's what it does, obviously. And that makes this wave retard easy. Takes all those shield guys away easily. And then here's the trick to what we do here. If you watch, as I judge that guy there, and here's the whole trick, and this works also. This is pretty much how we beat the Palantir of Sauron. You don't really need to do this in the Palantir of Saruman, but what we're doing here is, as you can see, we left the archer. There's an archer still alive that we left on the other side of this pillar that we're hiding behind, and the reason is Gandalf just burnt his LOTR move, as I just said, that big blue shield thing, and we're gonna need that in like another round or two. We wanted to get through this round nice and easy, so we burnt it here. And then if we were just to go on ahead and go into the next round and clear it out, and then the round after that, which is the one we needed, his move wouldn't be cooled down. So the way around that is you leave one kind of stupid enemy around, like an archer. They'll just stand there, and he's right now shooting at the other end of that pillar, trying to kill us. So we actually left the room. I went outside and smoked a cigarette during this and just waited for Gandalf's move to cool down. And we do this, I think, 2 or 3 times when we run the Palantir of Sauron. And I mean, that's how we get through it. It's not a cheat code. It's just kind of using the game mechanics to our own advantage. Especially since he's a little low on health now. But that all works out. The low on health thing, it doesn't really matter. Just keep your ass alive, because once you get to the later rounds, once you start killing the big guys who actually have health bars themselves above their heads, as you'll see here in a minute, they'll drop enough health for you to fill right back up. It's all about just getting there and, playing your best. You don't want to die, obviously, but you don't have to be too concerned about it. I mean, you just don't fret. if you start getting into red health, because as long as you can push it to those deeper rounds, you will get your health back. Don't, give up and think it's over. It's far from over. Alright, we're moving again now. His move is pretty much cooled down. I think there's another fraction of a hair on there, but that'll be cooled down halfway through the next round or a little bit into it. As Gandalf judges this guy to begin our next round. And these guys, even though they have health and they look big, they're weak. You can just swift justice right at them. My partner here, he's trying to Helm's Hammer him, but you don't need to Y attack these guys. They don't have armor or shields or anything like that. You can just straight up weak attack with your A move and just take them all down. Right here, I'm trying not to kill these guys because I want him to kill him so he can get the health. But he starts getting danger low, so I'm like, alright, screw this. I'm just going to start hitting him and try not to get the health. In this game, it's one of the hardest things is to not pick up items you don't want to pick up. And here we go. I jump in front, try and take some aggro. I end up getting knocked down, but I buy him just enough time to pull off that shield. And these guys you do need to hit with a Y attack, which is why we burn Gandalf's shield on this wave. This is actually one of the tougher waves in this Palantir, because all those guys require a Y attack to weaken their armor before you can start really damaging them. But Gandalf's shield gets the job done easily. And this is the key to our success. This is why, as you can see, those cave trolls, such a bitch to take on, but with Gandalf's magical blast, he one-hits them. So at this point, I mean, it's pretty much over. The spiders in this are stupid, easy to kill. I don't even know why they included them, I guess just because they were like an enemy in this game. So yeah, we have to have them in at least one of the Palantirs. Throw them in. So we clean these guys up. Get ready for the next wave. And there's a huge cave troll. He just picks him off right off the bat, and it's just clean up the rest of them. I mean, you could argue that his blast is overpowered. It is a little weird that it can one-shot one of those cave trolls, but that's the fact. You can try it yourself. Works like a charm. These guys are both, all my characters in this game are level 20. That probably has, something to do with it. Here's another guy playing dead here. Get that guy out. So that happens quite often. That'll happen quite a bit. Keep an eye out for that. And final wave, 2 big cave trolls start right in your face, but I step up and just try and tank everything out while he gets those things out. He gets them down really quick, nice and smooth. And then it's just a matter of mopping everything up on the map. These guys again are weak. You can just A attack. Spam your Swift Justice. My buddy likes to use Helm's Hammer all the time. I hate that. He uses it a lot, whatever works. And kind of an uneventful ending here, as it's just a couple archers left. I'm trying to get a final judgment off to end it, but they're just too weak, so it's just not gonna happen. Oh, nope. And that's pretty much gonna do it. Palantir, some kind of something of Saruman. Just gonna let the stats roll. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Come on by my channel, Outlander GG. Please give me a thumbs up, favorite, subscribe, mail me your bank info, all that stuff. Give me your PIN number, your debit card. Peace.